This is a video that describes how to do page 11 in your blue book. You should start by looking at page 10, and you really should be able to play and possibly say the solfege of the line that you are transposing. So for the very first week we did the bass clef only. So I'm going to sing the solfege of line number 2. So if you look at it, the do is marked right here. So that very first note is a do. This note is below the do. So it's not going to be a fa, it's going to be a so. So we got do, so, do, so, do. Now you're going down, not going up. Do, ti, la, so, 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 do, do, do. Now you're going up. Re, do. And you notice when you play that, they've got all the finger numbers on there. Remember, 1 is your thumb. So 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2 goes over the top, 2, 1. Now that you've kind of figured that out, now you go over to page 11, and we'll go over the line number 2 together. So you see where it's going to, you're basically taking this and moving it over here, but it's transposed, so you can't put the exact same notes or it'll be wrong. All right? So if you look at your line number 2, we're now in C do. The other page was in G do. So here's what our do looks like now. It's on the second space, whereas before it was on the fourth space. But they've given you the first measure, so that's a very helpful thing. So our pattern before was the same, 1, 4, 1, 4. The next measure was 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to just do it here. I'm going to take my pen, and I'm going to come across here. Here's my 1. 1. I'm looking across the other side. It's going down. 2, 3, 4. That looks right. And the stems are going up on these because this line right here is where the stems start going down. Okay? Now I'm going to the third measure, and the pattern before was 4, 4, 1, 1. Well, I know where 4 is because it shows me right there. So I'm going to come over and draw 4, 4, 4, 4. And I know where 1 is. They showed that to me before too. 1, 1. Stems going up. And then the last measure is supposed to say 1, 2, 1. So I know where 1 is. There's 1. 2, do you notice this is where kids make a mistake? 2 over on the other page, you see it went up from 1, it didn't go down because you're taking your finger across. So 2 is going to be right above number 1. 1, 2, 1, and there's a quarter rest. Zig, zag, zig. See? Stems. This one's going to go up. This one's going to go up. This one's actually going down because it's on that middle line. Okay? So that's how you do it. And then you're going to go down to number 4 and do it again, now in the key of D. So just remember to look carefully at where your do or your finger 1 is before you start. And you will do, next week, you're going to do a similar thing with the right hand. The right hand is a little bit more difficult, but it's not too bad. You're just going to do the same thing. So let's just, you know what, let's just do one of those two so you can look at this for next week. So over on this page, I've got, where's my do? Okay, here is my do, right there. That's do. So that first note is so. So, do. If do is on a line, then mi is on a line. Mi, do. So we're going up, la, ti, do. So, oh, this is the same as the first measure. That makes it easy. Do, mi, do, so, do. So when you come over to this page, you're going to do the same thing. I need the second measure started with a so, finger 1. So I see where finger 1 is, so I'm going to start there. Yep. And then it was just going up 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, watch your stems. This one's going up, this one's going up. This is where they start going down, down, down. Okay, now do you notice your first and your third measure were the same, so you're just going to copy that over. And then you're going to do your last measure. You're going to use 1 and 3, and they're going to be half notes, so don't color them in. And then you're going to come down and do line 4 with, line 3, which is the same thing, but now in the key of D.